of Venetian blinds. I'm trying to manifest some things in my subconscious mind that I have only seen in dreams in my unconscious mind. My dreams unrefined, spring to mind, a state of mind that make it seem this lucky life of mine is pre-designed. And if it is, then thank the Lord, cause that's the mastermind. Yes, Lord.
NFL football has come to Southern Nevada as we are in the menacing new Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas.
The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Chicago Bears and the Las Vegas Raiders.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
They're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Oh, some strong running.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet.
And now Mostert is going to be stopped up short. He did not get there. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a fourth down. Strong start by this defense. Third and short, they go with a run. Stonewalled for no gain.
I played for a guy who always talked about setting tones and meeting force with force. That felt like it on that play, didn't it? And they met it in a big way and won. What a great job by the defense.
And they call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for, and it's 3rd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Dancing to his left. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
On 2nd down now, it's Jones. And some room to work. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his own line and just went.
So there's 2 ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. but more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
7 yards, the pickup there.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. Here's Allen. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Aaron Donald with a sack.
Youngway Koo on for the field goal. A 39-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession and try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt, they're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Bond going to throw it. Flushed out right. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. It's a gain of 34. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. This time able to hold on to the football, but not much room to run. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. 20! And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line.
And that's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Behind the chains, 2nd and 13. Now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It'll be a pickup of 13 on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Mostert. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Raheem Mostert hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bears have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Second down, another shot for Jones. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Play action. Now it's Allen. This one swung out here to Jones. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down.
I haven't been a defensive coordinator yet that thinks 2nd and 2 is a fun situation to try and defend. Playbook is wide open for an offense, partner.
Nice job. Hold him to 1 after that 8-yard pickup on first down. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting third down so far this year. They're the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down. Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. From midfield, here's Allen. Open man is the tight end, Troutman. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 36. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing now is Allen. And his throw is incomplete. Adam Troutman, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. This could possibly be a push-off. And since they still have 10 yards to go, they'll just say, let's roll this over to 3rd down and decline it.
Let's just be honest about it. If you can't get them off the field on 3rd and 10, then something's wrong with your defense anyway. No sense in taking that penalty.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Yetur Gross-Matos. He's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. And this will pin him back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Mon. That's caught. It's Shi Smith. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs as we just saw there.
They'll go option on second down, right side. And he'll get 2 or 3 out of that one, as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down. And the Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down. Looks to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And they had a long drive going last time, but it stalled out. But still, maybe something positive to carry forward. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 40, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. 2nd and 10. Here's Mond. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result could be something you don't like.
That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that poster out there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
He's got the first down inside the 10, and he gets it all the way down to the 3. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Ronald Jones. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And once again, the Raiders are back out in front. That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. A run there with Mostert as he'll push this forward and call it a 4-yard gain on 1st down. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Now a 2nd down and 6. From the gun, here's Mon. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. They've got his man complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Back to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Brian Poole. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And they will score a pick six for a Bears touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 14-10. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. From his end zone, Wilson. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they will not really have time to do much of anything. 15 seconds, all that remains before halftime. Jones running on first down, but finding it pretty tough going as he'll get forward for only about 3 there before he's taken down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a third and about 5. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. A final shot before half for Allen. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. So we reach halftime with the visiting Bears out on top here. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. On play action, Allen escaping the pressure right, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Throwing is Allen on third. Eluding the pressure right. Gets it off to Freeman. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A gain of 32 that time.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
He stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. Yeah, he's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. Second down now.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Allen's throw is complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
I love the drive they're working on here, because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Now Jones. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway, because that's your strength.
And now a fumble. The ball's out. So their move is to decline that so they don't get another second down. It'll be third.
So that has to tell us that they're pretty confident in their third down defense, right?
Absolutely.
Whether it's a sub package or nickel package, whatever they want to run out there, they feel like they can defend here on third down.
The holding penalty, that puts them in an unenviable spot here as they try again on third and goal. To throw, it's Allen. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Allen Lazard, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders have retaken the lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off right around the 43. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think, okay, he's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's...
And Allen going to be intercepted for the third time. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Flush to his right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, not much there that time. And I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mon. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the third row.
Third down from the gun, it's Mon. Open man is Bateman, it's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 25 yards that time.
And the Bears first down.
They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
On second down and 4. Mon. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Well, plays like that, Charles, no doubt, they're just going to continue to fuel this crowd.
And this defense is already playing well, but it also feeds on the energy of that crowd that you're talking about, and that takes them up to another level. Right now, they're playing really loose. They've got the lead, and what a nice stop they just made there behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete. The Raider defense strong on that one in coverage, and now it's 4th.
But you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. That also a career-long kick for the veteran, Charles.
Yeah, how about what he just got done there? We always knew he had a big leg, but how about everything coming together perfectly on that one? Great leg swing, and bang that one through.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Raider linemen might have been moving. So that'll back him up 5. Allen. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
A first down there on a pickup of 25.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Let's go, baby.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Quick throw, and it's caught by Gallup. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Michael Gallup. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 44-yard line.
To the air, Allen. That's complete to Slayton. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 30. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Again, they'll throw with Allen. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Here's Allen to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Ronald Jones unable to get to that imaginary yellow line. And the Bears will get the football back. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. We'll see if they can grab the lead. Either way, what a job their defense did to force the turnover on downs to set up this opportunity. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Bond going to throw it. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity.
At the 6-yard line.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Now Allen. Flushed out right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Allen now on 3rd and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Allen with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Raiders take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. And a good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. They'll run the draw with Mostert. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 43 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
I thought that was a good call. Passing situation on 2nd down. They hit him with a draw instead and pick up nice yardage.
Yeah, because the draw, they're thinking pass when they see that initially defensively, right?
Now, you know, in today's NFL, most of the time on 2nd and long, when it's a passing situation, pass rushers are out in the field. They're only thinking one thing, get to the quarterback. And oftentimes you can bypass him with a running play.
A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
I know I spend a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. He was looking for Rashad Bateman there. That'll bring up 2nd down. Back to the air, Mond. That's going to be caught by Coulter. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. On third down, here comes Mostert. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Here's Mond, they're going for it. That's to his running back, complete. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid fourth down conversion, and defensively pure frustration. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. First down and a little extra for Mostert. And finally brought down at the 38. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. This is Mostert. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. It was Snacks, Damon Harrison, who came in and ate him for lunch. He's back to throw. His throw incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down. Trying to squeeze it in there at this stage of the game. You got to take some chances. Nice job to knock it away, though.
You're so right. Understanding where they are in the game, you got to take that opportunity and maybe thread the needle. Unable to get it done there.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it. Unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Back to throw. He'll buy some time right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. They give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal. An incompletion, now a short pickup. That's not going to do it.
Yeah, you've got to get to the line of scrimmage quickly, get set up, and aim downfield.
3rd and goal. And keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. Just a great individual effort there to take that pop pass and scamper off into the end zone.
And that's why offenses love that play, partner, because that gives them a chance to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers with a full head of steam behind them. It's often like a track relay. Legs 2, 3, and 4. That first guy steaming ahead, and he just hands it to you, and you get a chance to take off and go before you even get the baton.
Offense set to get this drive started. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Allen able to find Jones, and he's got a first down here as he stops the clock, but just 16 ticks remaining. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Check 43.
Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Raider linemen might have been moving. A full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Here's Allen. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he will get to the sideline here, but that a minimal gain at best. 3 yards, possibly 4. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Now Allen. And he'll let this go deep for Lazard. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Incomplete pass there is probably the best scenario going, because if he catches the football, clock's probably going to run out in that situation.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing is Allen. Got a man, complete to Cedric Wilson. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. Now this throw caught left side. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
At the 37-yard line.
5 yards remain on second down.
Check 52. Check safety.
The give is to Jones. And he'll go down at the 28. 85 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. And now here's a carry heading left. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. From the 22, Allen. The left side completion to Jones. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Jones. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown,
you want two.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
Jones again. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. We needed extra time to decide this one. The rushing score and OT finishes it off, but all throughout, really just a great game to witness.
I agree, and the whole time we were watching and working on this game, I had it in the back of my head, we could get to overtime. Just the way this game went, the ebb and flow of it all, and then to get there and finish it what I would call an old school way, a running play, because in today's NFL, we throw the ball to ring the bell, don't we?
Not there. They ran it in. And again, just a great, great game that we bore witness to. So for Las Vegas, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for the Bears, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll have a tough one at home next week